Start to your Friday with comfy, cool conditions. We'll find out how long that fall weather lasts in your forecast coming up.
Continuing our COVID-19 coverage this morning, News 15's Patsy Douglas is live to discuss how recreation centers plan to move forward with sports this fall. And residents in St. Landry Parish should expect a bit of a relief for your outdoor events as the city prepares to begin spraying for mosquitoes.
From Fox 15 and KLAF NBC, News 15 Today starts now.
Good morning. You are watching News 15 Today. I'm Alex Worstel. Thanks for joining. Happy Friday. Well, we're starting off checking in with Storm Track 15 meteorologist Adam Olivier. Adam, happy Friday to you as well. What a beautiful day outside. Yeah, absolutely gorgeous, Alex, where we're seeing those temperatures in the 50s and now approaching 60 degrees in a lot of spots. You can see that 60 here in Lafayette, 60 in Jennings, 62 in New Iberia, but 57 still in Abbeville and in Breaux Bridge, 54 in Opelousas and Ville Platte. Gorgeous day out there, and as we go forward in time, you can see that those temperatures come from the 60s all the way up to around 80 degrees this afternoon. Now, it's not going to be exceptionally hot. There's still a lot of dry air around, but you'll notice that it's pretty toasty out there. We're going to find out how long this nice weather lasts in your forecast and when there are going to be some changes arriving here in Acadiana. Those details in just a few minutes. Okay, sounds great. We'll check back with you, like you said, in just a few. Well, on to our crime watch this morning as two men are facing attempted first-degree murder charges in connection with the shooting incident that happened Wednesday morning. A Lafayette police spokeswoman tells News 15 that Dontravian Washington and Emoja Willis, both 20, were arrested after firing from a vehicle toward an individual and a house in the 200 block of Goche Road. It happened around 9 a.m. No one was injured in this incident. And the board of directors of the Lafayette Economic Development Authority announcing on Thursday that Mandy Mitchell will replace longtime president and CEO Greg Gautreaux. Mitchell was chosen from among 4 finalists. She's currently an assistant secretary at LEDA. The top LEDA job is the highest paid public position in Lafayette Parish. Well, mayors and public works personnel from all the municipalities in Lafayette Parish got together for their monthly stormwater meeting. It's a chance to discuss solutions to drainage issues affecting the entire parish. Lafayette Mayor President Josh Guillory says he hopes these meetings result in multi-parish solutions to flooding. Parts of St. Landry Parish will be sprayed to reduce mosquitoes. Parish President Jesse Bellard says the city has seen more mosquitoes since Hurricane Ida and Tropical Storm Nicholas. The aerial spraying starts tonight at 7 and will go until 3 a.m. The process should take about 3 days to complete. Well, the city of Scott is looking to upgrade its public safety infrastructure. During a special meeting on Monday, the council expected to finalize purchase on a 9,000 square foot building on Rue Bon Secours Road for just over $1 million. The facility would eventually serve as a fire station and office for detectives for the Scott Police Department. Scott's mayor tells News 15 it's the best deal possible for the city.
You know, the administration is a big proponent of public safety, and anytime that we can get something for less, get more for less, and in this instance, we are getting more for less. We're getting a building that's turnkey, it's ready to go, has everything in place for us to go ahead and start putting equipment in and then start responding to our public, both citizens and businesses alike.
Well, they're expected to be in the new building by the end of the year. Well, youth fall activities and sports are officially starting back up. Our News 15's Patsy Douglas spoke with officials on how they plan to protect the safety of others during this fourth COVID surge. Patsy, good morning. What do you have for us?
Good morning, Alex. I will tell you guys that they will be following those CDC protocols still. Of course, we are still in this fourth surge to get those kids back active and safe. Now, I did speak with Walter Guillory. He's the athletic supervisor of Lafayette Recreation Department, and he says they will be starting their youth tackle football, flag football, volleyball, and other special events this fall to keep those, of course, those kiddos a little active, especially after COVID-19 last year. Now, the goal this fall season is for people to continue to sanitize, wear face masks for inside activities, and social distancing to keep people safe during, of course, this fourth surge. Now, he is excited about those COVID numbers going down. He says it's going to help them get events more back up and running this fall. Reporting in Lafayette, Patsy Douglas, News 15. Back to you, Alex, in the studio.
Thanks for that, Patsy. We will check back one last time coming up, but for more info, head to our website. Well, a UL Lafayette nursing home student has filed a lawsuit against the university and Ochsner Lafayette General over the COVID vaccine mandate. Student Mia Bork argues in the suit that the mandate by Ochsner, where she's scheduled to complete her clinicals, is at odds with UL's mandate and deprive her of due process. A hearing on an injunction blocking enforcement of the mandates is scheduled for October 8th before District Judge Marilyn Castle. A hearing challenging requirements that employees at 2 Lafayette hospitals be vaccinated against COVID-19 were dismissed yesterday. Jimmy Faircloth represents the employees, and he says the problem is that only 30% of hospitals are mandating the vaccine, and employees shouldn't be required to wear a sticker that says whether they're vaccinated or not. Faircloth says they plan to appeal.
I mean, the idea that an employer in this state can make personal health care decisions about stuff that goes into your body should scare everybody to death.
Well, today a similar lawsuit filed by employees of Our Lady of Lourdes Medical Center will also be heard. To catch up on continued coverage of the latest news around Acadiana and the state, visit our website, KDN.com.
And radar is quiet right now, but when will we see the rain return? I'll have those answers for you coming up.
Well, you might have to alter your travel routes. We're going to tell you why in just a bit. And the FDA and CDC have announced emergency approval of COVID boosters, but what does this mean for you? We'll tell you coming up. And Friday Feed with Al Abear coming up after the break. You do not want to miss it. Oh, we love the Friday Feed here at News 15 today. We also love Al Abear, so we're going to send it out to him. He has been cooking up a storm this morning over in Scott. Al, how's it going?
Hey, Alex, we're back. Logan Kochner, Troy making the gumbo. Busy day out here. Troy, I mean, you never stop stirring, do you?
I don't.
Stirs all the time. He's so focused. I love that. Logan, your gumbo, I love chicken and sausage gumbo. What other gumbos do you do out here?
We do a seafood gumbo, and we also do a duck and andouille gumbo.
Oh, duck and andouille. Now that's good. I like. That used to be hard to find duck and andouille. Is that a seasonal thing? Or you do that all the time?
We do it year round. We do all the gumbos year round.
Now with the duck, do you do the duck like the chicken?
Correct. We cut it and count every piece. That way each customer gets the same amount every time.
Now, I love that you have your own smokehouse here, that you smoke the sausage. So where are we at right now in the process of this gumbo?
He's cooking the gumbo down right now. He just added the sausage. He's letting that cook down. Then he's going to add the chicken.
And about how long is it going to take to get this finished?
It takes about an hour, hour and a half to cook it.
That's not bad, huh, Troy?
It's not. I got about 30 minutes left.
Now, I like Troy because Troy has taken his degree in advertising and he's put it to good use making gumbo. I love that.
Check out the shirt. He designed that too.
What?
Autograph shirt.
Oh, look at that. So Troy did this too. Troy, good Lord, you make gumbo, you design shirts. You know, I wonder if you could fix our news vehicle out there. It's making a funny noise. So you do plate lunches. We're going to talk about the plate lunches coming up. But I think it's important for people to know they can come here, get the stuff from the hot box. They can get the frozen ingredients to cook. But if they just want to take a lunch home, they can do that. So I think you cover a lot of bases here. One of the things that's really impressed me this morning, your chicken cracklings, out of this world. I know there's a secret to that, but your chicken cracklings like no others I've found.
It's the seasoning.
It's the seasoning. And you guys make your own seasoning here, right?
Correct. We sure do. We actually get it blended at Torgill.
And as do a lot of people, but I like your season. It's really, really good. I got to say one more thing about the maple, what is that called? The maple what?
Maple syrup wrap.
The maple syrup wrap. You got to try this thing. I've had a lot of different wraps with syrup, and this maple syrup wrap, it is smooth as glass, just the right amount of sweet. The syrup is not in your face. It's one of my big takeaways from today. Hey, we're going to go back to the studio. More News 15 today. And they have stuffed cow tongue here, Alex. How cool is that?
Oh,
hard
boy.
to find.
Alrighty, Al. Well, everything sounds great, minus the cow tongue, of course, but we'll check back with you one last time here coming up. Well, the new iPhone officially on sale today. What to know about the iPhone 13 coming up in Consumer Watch.
And looking outside at beautiful blue skies here at I-10 at Ambassador. We're talking about a sunny weekend in your forecast. Those details coming up right after this. Stay with us. It's 8:12 on your Friday morning.
Always tracking, always alerting. Here's your Storm Track 15 weather.
Welcome back. 8:14. Checking in with Storm Track 15 meteorologist Adam Olivier. Adam, what do you have for us?
Well, Alex, a beautiful forecast not only for today, but through your weekend. So you got at least a little bit of some enjoyment here. If you're missing out on us and you're stuck inside of a building or a studio, you know, you and me, well, there's plenty more of this beautiful weather to come as we head into the weekend. Now today, we are looking at a cool start. 50s showing up north of I-10. You can see those 50s in Ville Platte, Opelousas, 57 in Abbeville right now, 60 though in Lafayette and 61 in Jennings. Good news is everyone is seeing that sunshine. So as we head to around 9 o'clock this morning, we're jumping up to the mid-60s by this point in time. Still very pleasant out there. Definitely not warm by any stretch of the imagination. 10 o'clock, that 70, there's going to be a little bit of a breeze blowing on through too, so that 70 feels a little bit cooler than it actually is. And then as we head into, let's say, midday time frame, you can see that these temperatures do start to warm up into the mid-70s. Now, by the time we get to 1 o'clock, I think we start seeing some 79s, some 80s showing up here. Not a whole lot, but a few areas will hit that. And then as we get towards 2, 3 o'clock, we're going to kind of hold wherever we are. So we're going to have that warming, and then it's just going to gradually, end that warming will to around 79, 80 degrees in most spots. And then once we get past, say, 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, temperatures are going to start going down again. You can see that by 6 p.m. if you have any evening plans out there. We're looking at those mid-70s. Spectacular day overall, and no rain. Sunshine is all we're going to see. So those overnight lows, lower 50s here, even north of I-10, and maybe a few spots towards the coast, but overall we should be in the low to mid 50s for those overnights. And the weekend looks just as nice as we see more of that sunshine here for your Saturday and Sunday. The only difference is Saturday we're going to see our afternoon temperatures a little bit warmer. Sunday, as high pressure kind of pushes away from the area, will climb up into the mid 80s. And the Ragin' Cajuns, they're taking on Georgia Southern. They're actually in Statesboro, Georgia this weekend. You can see that the game itself looks fantastic over there too. So if you're going to be making the trip over towards Georgia, no weather issues for your drive there or your return home, or for the game itself. Kind of almost identical weather to what we have here in Acadiana. So your weekend shaping up to be absolutely beautiful. Next week, that's where we start to see things changing, and by Monday you'll notice it gets a little bit more humid. Rain chances start to show up Tuesday, and we return to that summertime heat, humidity, and pop-up storms Wednesday and Thursday, Alex.
Okie dokie. Well, we'll enjoy it while it lasts, Adam. Thank you. We'll check back later. Coming up, Target putting place for a busy holiday season. For you, this could mean a new job or an increase in hours. Stay with us. We'll talk all about it. And boaters will line up this weekend for the annual Bayou Boat Festival at Vermilionville. We'll have a look ahead coming up. And if you're looking for something to do with your Friday night, you could stop by one community event dedicated to the Maurice Police Department. We'll have more on this coming up. I had a feeling this wasn't going to work because this guy's not from here. He's like someone Al met with Gas Station Gourmet. He like owns a bunch of convenience stores. Lord, today. Okay, well, thank you for putting this in. Welcome back, 8:20. The crisis at the country's border, prompter issues. The crisis at the country's southwestern border seems to be getting worse by the day. Fox News correspondent Peter Ducey takes a look at how the Biden administration is handling the renewed focus on this situation.
A rare admission from this White House. They know the headlines are bad.
We're in the middle of navigating and weathering storms and dealing with crises. That's what a president should do.
The U.S. envoy for Haiti wants out. Daniel Foote resigned with this letter. I will not be associated with the United States' inhumane, counterproductive decision to deport thousands of Haitian refugees and illegal immigrants to Haiti, a country where American officials are confined to secure compounds because of the danger posed by armed gangs to daily life. The White House is pushing back.
First, I would note there have been multiple senior-level policy conversations on Haiti where all proposals, including those led by Special Envoy Foote, were fully considered. Some of those proposals were harmful to our commitment to the promotion of democracy in Haiti.
Progressives are still upset some migrants were rounded up by mounted Border Patrol officers, patrols that have since been suspended.
What we witnessed was worse than what we witnessed in slavery.
The White House is hoping to cool criticism.
I think Congresswoman Waters and others, as are we, have been horrified by the photos of the Border Patrol officers and that behavior.
But incoming from the left is uncommon for this president.
President Biden getting attacked from both sides of the aisle is because he can't get a handle on this situation.
To clear the camp in Del Rio, the feds are busing migrants to parts of Texas or flying them to Arizona. And unless they show symptoms, no COVID tests.
Why should somebody, say, in Laredo, Texas, or El Paso, or Tucson, Arizona, have to have their chance of catching COVID go up because hundreds of miles away there's an open border?
Well, there certainly is not an open border.
There is, according to some Texas lawmakers.
Most of these Haitians are from Brazil. They got word of the fact that, with the Biden administration, we have an open border policy. Come on in.
That's exactly what Biden said 2 years ago.
We're a nation that says if you want to flee and you're fleeing oppression, you should come.
Well, when the president said that, progressives cheered. But now that people are actually coming, progressives are saying you've got to treat these migrants better. Well, coming up, authorities in Collierville, Tennessee are piecing together clues in a deadly grocery store shooting. What they're revealing coming up this morning. Welcome back, 8:26. The FBI issuing an arrest warrant for Brian Laundrie. A grand jury indicted Laundrie for his activities following the death of Gabby Petito. The FBI says Laundrie will be charged with intent to defraud for one or more unauthorized uses of a Capital One bank card between August 30th and September 1st. The indictment does not say whose card Laundrie allegedly used. The FBI says its partners are continuing to investigate the circumstances surrounding Petito's death. And a gunman opening fire inside a Tennessee Kroger grocery store, killing one and injuring at least 12 others. The suspected shooter is believed to have turned the gun on himself. Fox's Madeline Rivera has the story this morning.
Panic at a grocery store in Collierville, Tennessee Thursday. Shots broke out at Kroger just east of Memphis, sending people inside scrambling for safety.
Go to the back of the receiving department, and we hid in the nearby the incinerator. And he came, the shooter came back there and started shooting.
Our SWAT team, along with patrol officers and our command staff members, began the process of going aisle to aisle, room to room, clearing, bringing employees out that were in hiding, and helping the victims that were injured.
Now authorities say at least a dozen people are hurt and one person killed.
One of my coworkers got shot in the head, customer got shot in the stomach.
The gunman is also dead. Police believe he shot himself.
It's like every other community in the country. It's horrific. We hate that it happened, but this is one of the most resilient communities in America.
Investigators did not say if the shooter had worked at the store.
It's going to take a little bit to know exactly what happened.
Kroger, meanwhile, says the store will be closed until further notice and is offering counseling service for employees.
It is an emotional roller coaster, as you can imagine.
As the community works to recover.
It's crazy, to be honest, because you'll never think nothing like this right here happening in Collierville.
Madeline Rivera, Fox News.
Well, looking out at our current temperatures there, a beautiful start to your day with more sunshine expected. We'll find out how long this lasts in the forecast coming up.